today I'm so excited because I'm finally sharing my journaling routine. So I do 5 little exercises, tasks if you will, every single morning, or at least I try to. Sometimes I don't have time and I only pick like 1 or 2 or 3. I do what I can, but my days truly are the best when I do this whole routine, and this routine makes such a huge difference. I can't even tell you. If you're going through a really hard time, which I can relate to, been there a few weeks ago, not fun, and I commend you for staying strong, and I'm sending you all my love and care, and you can do this. But what I wanted to say, what did I want to say? Honestly, this is like the foundation of me now finally feeling so much better after my little dark hole that I was in for months. Like, this is the foundation. And so if you're going through a hard time, if you can, just like find a time in the day where you can do all of these. Just like give yourself that chance to just try it. And if you can't do all of this in the morning or whenever, just pick like a few that spark joy, you know? You don't have to do all of this, but I truly have the best days and feel the best when I do all of this. Just do what works for you. This is just what I like to do. So, the first thing that I do is I write my morning pages. Basically what you do is you just write 3 pages of just whatever comes to your mind, non-filtered. It doesn't have to sound great at all. That's not the point. That's the opposite of what the point is. Even things like, I am so tired, I don't know what to write. Literally anything that comes to your mind. And that way you really clear your mind first thing in the morning. Like, you get out all the junk that's in there, all the like annoying little thoughts that just like swim around in there, and you just feel like you don't get a break. Like, this is your chance to just let it all out. Let it sit on the page and just like be done with it. Just like put it there. All right, it's there. If like I need to revisit it, I can. It doesn't have to be up here anymore. The second thing that I write is my gratitude list. And I know you've heard so much about this, so I'm not gonna go on a tangent about it. But basically I write 3 things that I'm grateful for. The reason why I do only 3 is because that way I actually go into detail. So instead of just saying, I'm grateful for sun today, I would like go into detail and be like, I'm grateful that like sunshine wakes me up and it feels warm on my skin, and I like that, and I like the shadow that it creates in my room. Like, I go into detail, and that way I actually feel it, which is the whole point of doing a gratitude list. And it just makes me feel a lot more present. Like, when you're focusing on something you're grateful for, you're actually like in the now, like in the moment. Throughout the day you start noticing more of like the little things that you're grateful for, and it's really enjoyable, and it just makes you a much more vibrant, happier person. Next thing that I do is I write my daily intention. If this seems kind of foreign to you, you can also ask yourself what would make today great, and it pretty much gives you the same answer. And so for me, right now, as you guys know through this series, I'm focusing on bettering my mental health and emotional health and physical as well. So just like self-care all the way. And so mine have a lot to do with self-care. And I make sure that it's a small commitment that I can actually do so that I feel empowered. Intention setting for every single day just makes you feel like you're more in control, you have more focus. It doesn't feel like all of your days are just meshed together. And it also empowers you because it feels like you're giving yourself another chance. Like, every single day is a new chance, and if your intention didn't, you didn't actually do it the previous day, you can do it today, and it's all good, and we're not going to be mean to ourselves, people. Okay, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. I'm like kind of squatting weirdly, but this next thing is I am affirmations. So I usually write at least 3. Usually I do more just because it feels good. And this is basically a time of the day where you just give yourself compliments and like start new little thinking patterns that are actually positive and accepting and loving and caring and will make you feel good. Like, who doesn't want nice meaningful compliments every single morning. I do. So I just give them to myself, and it's great because I can say whatever I want to and whatever I actually know I need to hear. Some examples of I am affirmations. I am strong. I am deeply loved. I am deserving of love. I am cared for. I am supported. And you know, just make sure that you believe them. So if you don't believe that you are loved or that you are not deserving of love, maybe you can start with I am uniquely lovable. You know, just play around with the wording until it feels good, because the point of this is not for you to say something and then in your mind you're like, I'm lying to myself, I'm the opposite of this, and this fucking sucks. Not the point. You want to do stuff that makes you feel good. Okay, so the last one is I approve of fill in the blank. So I usually just do one. I can't even explain how good this makes me feel. You can do something that you already approve of in yourself. So if you like your smile, you can just write I approve of my smile. Or if you like your humor, you can be I approve of my humor and how I have the ability to make people laugh and like make myself laugh. Or what I usually do if I have the energy and the time is to write something that I disapprove of in myself and try to find approval. For example, I used to really hate the fact that I was someone who would start something, be so excited, and then just get bored and like give up on it in like 3 days. Like, I just found it so annoying. I felt like I wasn't reliable and I didn't really accomplish anything because I constantly was like starting new things. And then through this exercise, I found approval for it, and it can be, you can find like one little thing that you like about it every single day. So you can work on one little characteristic for like a week if you want to. I like to do it in a day just because I'm kind of like an all or nothing type of a person, but I found approval for it because I was like, you know, that way I never force myself to do anything I don't want to. My life is a lot more free. I'm a lot more open. Like, I just, you know, found things that I liked about it. You just kind of have to flip it around and see it from different points of view. So basically, you just do I approve of, you fill in the blank. It just makes you feel so loved and so like accepted, and it also raises your confidence and just your overall vibe. You just feel so much better and happier, and you're like, oh my god, I'm actually freaking amazing. And who doesn't want that? Like, who doesn't want to wake up and feel that way and then start your day? Like, oh my god, my days are so amazing when I do all these exercises, and I strongly recommend you try them out if you want to, obviously.